Here we go. Men's 200 meters butterfly, the junior final. There's the junior final, the B final, and then the big final, the Paris final, the A final. And in this, the fastest seed is Llewellyn Porter. He's already done a consideration time on this 200 meters butterfly. He's in lane number 4, and 5 is Edward Marcel Whittles of Chelsea Westminster. So the full lineup: Lander of Mount Kelly in 1, Lennox of Aberdeen in 2, Fleming East Kilbride 3, 4 is Porter, 5 is Marcel Whittles of Chelsea Westminster, 6 is Kinlan of Sheffield, 7 Brown of Plymouth, and 8 Moore of Leicester. 200 fly. How many of those have you done?
None, absolutely none. Never done it.
Really? Not even for, I wonder what it feels like?
No.
Training?
Never really been intrigued, actually.
We had Freya Anderson in the commentary box this morning, and she claimed she'd done one because she did one in training. Does that count? Does it count, does it?
I mean, it's more than I've done, so I've got to give it to her.
It isn't sensible. If you're not great at 200 fly, it's not sensible at all. But I tell you what, if you want to make a team, not too many people like doing it, so it's worthwhile having a crack, definitely.
Take your marks.
The junior final of the men's 200 metres butterfly. Llewellyn Porter of Camden Swiss Cottage, the fastest seed in lane number 4. And 5 is Edward Marcel Whittles of Chelsea and Westminster, coached by Lisa Bates. She'll be one of the Olympic coaches going out to Paris in July. First 50 of the 200 fly. Well, they do talk about easy speed, and the 200 flyers they're just different animals, aren't they? Always a 100 guy and you just go up and back and get out, but these guys are totally different.
It's a totally different ball game, and like I said, I've never done one, so it's definitely a painful one. But I think the boys in the middle are looking great. Edward Marcel Whittles, coached by Lisa Bates at Chelsea and Westminster. I've done a little bit of work with them, so I know how hard they're working. She runs a great ship over there. Really hard training. They have an amazing kind of structure set up over there. So I think he's looking really good at 100, and they were both under the European Junior qualifying time this morning, I believe. Yes. So if they can replicate that again tonight, that'd be great.
Well, certainly there are 2 juniors that went under the European consideration time in 4 and 5. That's Porter and Marcel Whittles. But there's another 2, one in the B final. That's Charles Simpson, another junior, and there's also one in the A final, Henry Gray. So these guys really need to put the hammer down if they're going to get selected for the European Juniors, because they can take 4 per country. I'd be a little bit surprised if they do select 4 in one event, but they're allowed to.
Yeah, and I think, like you mentioned earlier, I think we already have, is it 22 hitting qualifying times for the European Juniors with a maximum team size of 30. So it's definitely going to be tight, but if they can put themselves in a good position to be selected, that'd be great.
Well, there was 1/10 of a second between these 2 guys in the heats. The fastest of the 2 at the top of that picture in the white hat was Llewellyn Porter. But this is a really good swim from Edward Marcel Whittles of Chelsea Westminster. Lifetime best 2:04.41. He's tying up. Oh my word, that hurts. 2:04.41. He's just gone 2:02.55 with Llewellyn Porter second, 2:02.71. That was a gutsy swim. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, it really did hurt, that final 5. But goodness me, the commitment, the attack. Molly, that was quite something special, wasn't it?
Yeah, he really used that speed down the first 100, and it looked like a struggle in the last 5 metres, but still enough energy to have a little celebration at the end, so that's great.
And another massive lifetime best, almost 2 seconds underneath the time that he set this morning. A great swim from him. Well, that really is good. That's a fine 200 metres butterfly swim, that.